Hello, my name's Leslie. I just started working with VIPKID. I interviewed last week, which was very fun and enjoyable, and then today is my day 6 with VIPKID. So far, I've had 48 different students book with me. It's been only fun. I have only good things to say about it. One thing that was overwhelming in the beginning was trying to understand the pay. I didn't want to go through all of this process and realize I'm only getting paid pennies on the dollar to teach at odd hours. But you don't. You make what they're telling you, and it's really great. You actually can make more than what they're telling you. So I just wanted to break that down real quick because it is kind of confusing. Whenever you get hired in that initial demo class, keep in mind they will tell you what you're going to make right then based on that interview and your experience, credentials, all of that. So just go for it. Go all out all of your interviews because, again, right away you're going to find out what you make. Let's just say they tell you $8.50, right? Hey, okay, you can stop your interview. Let's talk about your pay. We'll do $8.50 a class. Well, when you look on their website, it says up to $22 an hour. So whenever I was meeting with my interviewer, I knew he would explain it to me, and he knew, he was like, let me explain. But it really does shock you at first. You're like, wait, I thought I was going to make more than that. Well, this is per class, and the classes are short little 25-minute sessions. They have all the slides provided for you. Keep in mind there's no prep work as far as making the curriculum like traditional classroom teaching. You do need to look at all of them, make sure you have your props ready, you know the information, but again, it's 25 minutes, 5 minutes after if you want to leave feedback for the student then, or get you a cup of coffee or whatever. That's all it takes. So you can easily, which most people do, book 2 classes in an hour, and you're not going to be running over or anything. It's all done for you. So yeah, $8.50 per class, so there's 2 an hour. If you show up on time to your class and in your class on time, that will happen every time, ideally, unless your computer crashes or you oversleep or something like that. You get an extra dollar per class no matter what. So this is just going to happen. Add a dollar onto every class you taught that month. If you teach more than 45 classes a month, you also add an extra dollar onto all of your classes. So that sounds like a lot. It's really not. That's pretty much the bare minimum. If you want to teach 45 or more classes a month, you will. Like I said, this is day 6 and I've had 48 so far. And I don't just go around the clock teaching. This is just a few in the morning, a few in the evening, and it adds up like so fast. So this also is just consistently going to be added on top of your regular pay. So you've got 8, 9, 10, 50 for 30 minutes. So you do end up with, for example, if you're based on what you're hired on at, of course, but if they say $21 an hour, that's going to just happen no matter what, unless, of course, you don't show up to some of your classes or something like that, which try hard not to do that because you do get deducted if you do that. And so $21 an hour, I was like, okay, so that's legitimate. Well, once I got started teaching, I didn't realize there were even more incentives. So this is just minimum pretty much, and then there are extras as well that happen all the time. So if a student books with you within 24 hours, like say 8 hours later, like in 8 hours I have a class that pops up, well, that's a short notice student, and they get, if you complete that course with them, you'll get an extra $2. You don't have to do short notice classes. I know a lot of people probably can't live their life like that, right? Well, I'm a homebody, and I'm taking care of crazy twins, right? And this is what I'm doing right now to see if I can make some extra money. So when you make your schedule, you can open up a time slot, select all the times you want to teach, and then you can check next to it, click the little box, and that lets them know, yes, you can book this spot within 24 hours if you want to. I did that on all of mine. I will tell you this, before you go to bed at night, say it's 9 o'clock, and you think, oh, I don't have classes until 5 in the morning, let me go to bed. Before you go to bed, uncheck those boxes, because if students do sign up for your schedule during the middle of the night, there's no way, at least me, I'm going to wake up for a little ding on my phone. So always close that if you know you're not going to be available, because they will sign up for those last minute classes. and that's per class. And then if you're trial students, when you first start teaching the VIPKID, you'll teach trial classes. If they sign up after taking a course with you, you get an extra $5. Some of them won't show up, they'll be student no-shows. But I was surprised at how few of those I had. There were more students there, obviously, or of course, than that had no-shows. So you get your full pay for that. If they're no-shows, for trial classes only, you sit for 15 minutes and then you get half of that payment. So again, this is just like assuming everything is standard, that's what you'll make. And then if the student decides to sign up, after taking you specifically, you'll get that extra $5. This doesn't happen all the time, and again, sometimes you'll have no-shows, but this is a potential to add $4 more onto this, right? So you're at $25 an hour if your students were last minute, and then say both of those students sign up after taking your class, you're at $35 an hour. That, I don't want to oversell that, right? Like, that's not going to happen all the time. But yesterday was my first day in April, right? It'll show your payment tab, and you click on it, and it's by month. So as far as April goes, yesterday, first day of April, I had 3 students sign up alone just yesterday. I'm not going to get my hopes up and think that every student I teach is going to sign up, but that added a significant amount onto my base rate. A lot of those were short notice. Like I said, I checked those boxes just because it's convenient for me to. So yesterday, at least once, I made around that much, right? So yeah, it's not too good to be true. It's very fun as long as you open your schedule enough just for the bare minimum. It is very easy to meet that pay that they're offering you. They're not trying to oversell it. They're actually underselling it, in my opinion, because I didn't realize you could make all this extra money per hour teaching these courses. So far, I have nothing bad to say about it. The application process is a little daunting. You do have to interview in person or record your videos and do that. So I do plan to make short little videos specifically addressing the questions I had when I went through that process, and also just walking y'all through how it's going, how I got bookings, how I did my bio video, all of that. If you want to comment any questions below, anything that you would like me to address, I'll be happy to do that. And if you want to click on that referral link below or use my referral code, which you can do even after you've been hired, I'd be more than happy to talk with you more one-on-one, email, Skype, whatever. I can look at your interview video, what you plan to do, and go over slide by slide. Whatever you need, I'm here and willing to help. So just let me know if you plan to do that. I would greatly appreciate it, and I will be talking to you all soon. So bye, good luck.